me to introduce the children? This would be a good time. If we have them stand up, you should never be able to see them. This is Lindsay McLaws. My brother Morris is the littlest one. This is Casey McKee, Taylor McLaws, Michael McKee, Sonny McLaws, this is Stacy McLaws, my daughter. This is Scotty McLaws. This is Michelle Sawyer. What's your name? Marianne McKee, Kevin Sawyer, Terry and Bruno was Sawyer, Michelle Sawyer, Lisa Sawyer, and Kelly McKee. Joe, that was very nice. I would now like to introduce each of the children of Marlin and Virginia. This is Amy Jo over here. Wave your hand, Amy Jo. She's the oldest. And her husband, Keith Sawyer, wherever he's at. Where are you, Keith? Stand up. If you get the costumes. He will return. Amy Jo. Not Amy Jo. Marlene is next. Where's Marlene hiding? There you are. Marlene's the next one. The next down is Ginny. She's sitting right over here. I spotted her. There's Morris. He's over here. And his wife, Christy. And I'm the last. I'm Mike. Where's Diana? Where's Diana? You got out what you could, I think. She's hiding back here. I just saw her peek in. My parents started playing for dances together in 1932 when my mother was only 14 years old. And they've been playing every year since. And they've been playing a long time together. And like in the song I said, they've added each one of us into the band, and every one of us has played with them as musicians for dances. And they have put together a medley of 3 songs that, as a family, we're going to play for you now. And I think that we're ready Or is everybody ready? They're not on the study. Here, Joe. Chuck Bruno, Amy Jo's oldest daughter, and she's also Terry's the oldest granddaughter. They have prepared a monologue or a dialogue of some sort they're going to read to us, give to us. I'd like to present them now.
My wife is the daughter of Amy Jo Sawyer, who is the oldest daughter of Virginia and Marlin McLaws. We're here tonight to celebrate her 50th wedding anniversary.
A few weeks ago, Grandma called me and asked if we wanted to stand up and make a few humorous, I think funny is a better word, funny remarks about things that have happened to them, memories that people have. Sounds real easy, right? Yeah.
As soon as we got here, we started asking all the friends and relatives for some of their funnier recollections about Grandma and Grandpa's early days.
The problem is, we can't repeat most of them. And you know why? A lot of them came from her sister.
The best place to start with for something like this is to go back to the beginning. Originally, Grandpa was working with Elwood Larson, and they decided to put a band together.
And we called him up, and he said that they needed a piano player. And then his wife's cousin played the piano, but at 14, they thought she'd be way too young.
But Marlin, after hearing Virginia play and seeing her, decided she wasn't too young at all.
Not at all. In fact, he started dating her. They had to hurry and finish playing at their places they were playing at so they could run over to the Zona. They had a lot of trouble dances.
They also managed to sneak in a lot of extra rehearsal time, though. And before not too long, they were engaged.
We asked them, and neither one quite remembers how they became engaged. Grandma said, "Oh, it just happened."
Yeah, wait a second. Grandpa told me that it was actually Grandma who proposed, and he even has a letter in his scrapbook to prove it.
Anyway, they got married when Grandma was only 16.
Any of you out there have any 16-year-olds who want to marry off?
Very funny. Seriously, they were married June 12th in the Mesa Temple 50 years ago. And after a reception on her parents' front porch, they settled down to a honeymoon at an aunt's house.
That's when her sisters came along and short-sheeted their bed and put cornflakes in it.
I didn't know they had cornflakes way back then.
Well, that's what I heard. I mean, I wasn't there to actually see it.
Well, anyway, then came my mom, Amy Jo.
You can see what cornflakes will do for you.
Well, anyway, when she was expecting my mother, it was so hot that summer that she laid on the floor in front of a fan to keep cool. And then a few days later, yes, a few years later, she had Marlin.
That's when Grandpa was drafted. Hello. Oh. That's when Grandpa was drafted into the Navy. He was one of the first married men to go.
When Grandma went to see him in San Diego after boot camp, she didn't recognize him. Grandpa says he remembers standing there across the room from her, grinning at her, just waiting for her to notice him.
She must have noticed him at some point because he ended up having several more kids.
That's right. They had Jenny, Morris, and Mark.
First priority, though, was to teach them all a musical instrument and put them into the band.
And that's what they did, because you saw them tonight. Remember, you saw it here. They've been making beautiful music together ever since. The end.
Back where it belongs to. Where's my father at? Dad, could you come up here, please? That's right in front of me. I have something for you. It's pretty special. I
we are pleased to share the concussion with you. May the happy memories of your years together be warm in your celebration. Your ragged marriage is a tribute to our nation. We should have more like it. The American family. Ronaldo Reagan.
Reagan thought they were so special, they sent two of them. I think this one, you can all carry it. She doesn't believe it. She's looking for the stamp and postmark.
There's only one person in this whole town that would do that, and that's Tina Rowland. It says so right on the front. Carol Tina.
We are now going to be privileged with some piano solos by some of the small grandchildren who've been practicing us. First of all, we're going to hear from Sunny. She is going to play for us Cardboard Soldiers.